I flew down the stairs, hotly in pursuit of the ghastly visage. Is this how people die in movies? Absolutely yes. Do I care in this moment? Absolutely not. My heart is hammering in my chest, and my breaths are shallow, labored with all the remorse of never pursuing the gym a single day in my life. It's anger that carries me across the landing, chasing shadows that are always just out of my reach. Since arriving at this house, I felt uneasy, on edge, as if 1,000 eyes were watching me. I've never felt this unbearable weight, as if my every action, my every thought has been under intense scrutiny, and this thing might be at the heart of it. My footfalls thunder past the portrait of relatives lost to time, and I barely notice the antiquities that clatter as I barrel past. My blood hot, my face red, and pulse pounding in my ears propels me into the kitchen. I regret my temper instantly as my foot catches the moldering carpet sitting in the kitchen floor, and I slide past a solid oak table and crash into the solid oak cabinets. Dust erupts like Vesuvius, and still, panting like a dummy, I inhale an entire cloud of it. As my tongue gets caked in dust, I burst into a coughing fit while I struggle to pick myself up from the floor. Scraping my tongue as best as I can with my shirt, which is also dusty, I look around the room. The kitchen looks like it hasn't been used in a century. Didn't my relative just recently die? Why does this room, nay, the whole house, look like it hasn't been lived in since it was, built? My eye settles on a large oak table at the center of the kitchen, acting as the counter and island, and completely clear of the clutter that consumes the rest of the kitchen. Every other surface in the room is covered by knickknacks and appliances, but not this table. It stands out in stark contrast to the rest of the kitchen by being absolutely spotless, nary a speck of grime or a flake of dust dirty as its surface. The table looks like it's been lovingly tended to, so faithfully polished and waxed that it's practically sparkling in this dim room. I gape in awe, absolutely dumbfounded until I remember what I came into the room for. Looking around, I see no sign of the second floor specter, but I do recall that there's a colony of dust mites setting up shop in my mouth, and decide to brave the cabinets for a glass, and silently I'm going to pray that there's running water. After a fair amount of digging, I find a nice teacup from a set that doesn't look too dingy. I head over to the sink, and after some swearing and a bit of upper body strength, I manage to get the water flowing from the faucet. A few well-timed slaps to the metal get the water running clear. And with a bit of a haphazard rinse, I now have a cup of what I'm hoping is clean water. Good thing I've had all my shots. With a cleaner mouth and a bit of a face scrub, I turn considering what my next move should be, when I find myself absolutely dumbstruck again. Across the whole of that giant table is a lavish feast. A whole buffet of roasted meats, dishes piled high with savory sides and veggies, fruits stacked artistically next to artisan breads, and pastries of every type. Cakes, pies, you name it, they were there. It looked like something out of a movie. You know the scene. Like, after a long adventure, our heroes find themselves in front of a feast. But the feast is cursed. Just one bite dooms them to an eternity spent at the table, or a swift and sudden death. Knowing that, and knowing that the food appeared seemingly as if by magic, you'd think I'd be a bit wiser. It's been such a stressful day, though, and I worked up a huge appetite chasing around all over this house. Gosh knows what. I would be lying if I said my stomach wasn't growling. Even more so if I said that the longer I'm looking at all these roasted meats, the more my mouth is watering. Someone tell my stomach I'm a vegetarian. A single silvery place setting beckons to me, and I look to see my name on a place card. Removing the lid from the plate, I see an overflowing, sumptuous feast already prepared for me. Where did this come from? I pick up the fork and I'm weighing my options. I know this sounds crazy, but I am just so hungry. As I lower my fork to the plate to grab a bite of what I'm hoping is not my last meal, I notice something odd. Is the food moving? And that's my day, guys. Thanks for joining me for day 12 of October Daily. Don't forget to use the hashtag OCTDaily22 so that we can see what you guys make and you can join in and see what everybody else is doing. Also, don't forget to check out Shaina tomorrow over at SB Artistry. I will link her down below. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed my story today. I'll catch you all on the next one. Until then, stay spooky. Happy crafting. Bye.